Move, let's go.
There's no shortage of action on Wessex Storm, but this company attack is the culmination of a carefully planned and executed operation, which began an hour earlier. First light. Infanteers from Alpha and Delta Company's Force Guards, slowly moving into position before the assault begins. Their mission? Take a wooded area. They call it a wood block, currently held by an unknown number of enemy fighters. The initial advance is slow and methodical. Delta Company spread out through the trees, eyes peeled.
For us, it's an 8-day exercise. It's, I guess, it's a culmination of warfighting training before we move on to other training specific to operations that we're deploying on. So what we're trying to do is go through all the standard activities that mechanised infantry soldiers would be expected to do. So this one today in a woodland, mechanised infantry tend to be the people who deal with complex terrain, urban, woodland, stuff like that. So today what we've had is 2 companies fighting through quite a difficult piece of woodland, just to make sure that we've got the skills, the drills and the techniques to do it successfully.
3, 0, 0 metres northwest, indirect.
Wasn't fire's been heard on the other side of the woodland. It's paused there, attempted to flush the enemy out of the woodland. No one's getting down.
The attack comes.
Multiple contacts now. You can see some of the enemy fighters just in front of us. We're trying to push forward now.
Yeah, let's go. Move. There's 2 times the enemy on the right. That's fine. Just do it, bound. 2 seconds, move. Yeah. 50 metres ahead of you guys in the final flag.
We're following the left flank of Delta Company, who are making excellent progress. Enemy being killed.
2 seconds, balance on me.
But the right flank's become bogged down, so we have to wait. You've got to stay as straight as possible to avoid wheeling round and firing on your own people. It's a chance to regroup, to check ammunition, and to resupply from the rear.
So my job today was to be a part of the rear protection with the platoon sergeant, just to deal with casualties and supply ammunition to the forward troops if they needed any.
It's a dynamic situation, isn't it? Describe to me how the formation changes as the operation progresses.
So the formation, it depends how many casualties we take. So obviously the reserve section will push boards up if there's more casualties into the front section, and it always changes all the time to be fair.
It's a series of small jumps through the forest that we're doing here, not one big push, using the cover where it's available, hunkering down, taking on the enemy when they come across it.
Overall, yeah, very good performance lately. We've been able to drive the enemy out of the area, and again, yes, they still infiltrate, but however, we've got the momentum to keep pushing them out of the area. I must say, team cohesion is very important, especially when it comes to achieving the mission, and which is the main thing of the company, and Delta Company, we're quite good at doing that.
So through the days, you obviously start to bond better, get the morale higher, and you feel that you get the job done, and you feel really proud about doing the job, get the job done.
We talk a lot about nights out of bed, but if you have good nights out of bed, so people feel they're doing worthwhile training and gaining from it, then on the whole thing, everybody appreciates that. Ultimately, you join the army to be a soldier, so people would like to do some soldiering. So if you can get a good balance of worthwhile, challenging training, then I think people come away from that quite positive. And the feedback we've had from the jocks so far is that it's been a good exercise.
Force Scots will continue using the forests, urban training areas and downland here for the next few days. Essential training time in tough terrain. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.